Now we want to develop the RFQ and quotation query. So here, so first of all we want to retrieve the quotation information. Okay, so what is the quotation number and quotation details and to whom we want to send that quotation. Okay, then here now I want to retrieve the quotation details. PO headers all where segment 1 equal to 1. Okay, and R guiding equal to what is that? 7931. So segment 1 is a RFQ number. Type. Okay, let us so we have 2 records. So in this point of time again we want to give the one more join. This PHA type lookup code equal to RFQ. So now we have only one record. Now we can give the RFQ. Okay, I have only one RFQ. It is a RFQ, standard RFQ, right? While concatenate 2 columns. What are the columns? PHA quote type lookup code RFQ type. So it is a standard dot standard RFQ. Standard RFQ, right? So here this is our RFQ type and this is the RFQ number. Now RFQ date and everything will be common. Okay, suppose if you want to retrieve the RFQ date, PHA dot creation date. So here I want to apply the ToCam. RFQ date. So this RFQ will be sent into 3 suppliers, right? To which table is having that supplier information? Okay, fine. First of all, how many suppliers? 3 suppliers. So where is that information is available? Whenever we send the RFQ information to supplier, to which table is captured that information? To which table is find out the RFQ supplier information? Your RFQ vendors. whenever a new table is added, then we generate the join. Then join is PO header ID. Dot PO header ID. Now it is retrieved 3 records because of we send this RFQ to 3 suppliers. So here now we are going to retrieve the supplier information. I want to know who suppliers is going to got this RFQ. Okay. So which table is having the supplier information? So in this PO RFQ vendors, we find out the IDs. We cannot find out the supplier names. But here I want to retrieve the supplier names. APS. Whenever a new table is added, then that vendor ID, APS dot vendor ID. So we don't get any duplicate records. So it is absolutely working with our suppliers. APS dot segment 1. Supplier number and supplier name. Okay. Now I want to confirm each and every supplier have the multiple sites. I want to know to which site we are send the RFQ. To which side we send the RFQ. And here we want to introduce one more table. Then whenever a new table is added, so here first of all we are going to generate AP dot vendor ID, APS dot APS vendor ID, SA vendor ID. Now it is retrieve multiple records because of we have a one more join. The join is ASSA vendor site ID, PRV dot vendor site ID. So now we have a proper records. Then now we can go to add the supplier site. Vendor site code. Right? Then now we are going to find out the quotation information. The same suppliers is send the quotation. Now we are going to specify the quotation information. So here where the quotation information is there, same tables. So here we add a new table, PO header sol. It is a quotation table. It is a quotation table. Whenever we add this table, now we are going to generate the join. So what is the join here? DHA. Okay, header ID, PO header ID. DHA PO header ID. DHA1 dot from header ID. This is the main join. So now we are getting multiple records. So in this point of time here we are going to understand, observe this one, 3 records are means variate multiple times. Just it is going to retrieve same records repeated to the 3 times. Okay. So here this respected table does not have the proper join. We are going to check it. We are going to check it where exactly it will be happen. Okay. Then here and also in this point of time we variate type lookup code equal to I want to retrieve the quotation only, right? So in this time also doesn't change. Now we are going to check it in our table. Okay, so here we are going to search it. So in this point of time, observe this one, quotations table. Okay, quotations table is having the vendor details or not? Okay, so that are the join. We want to generate that join also. So clearly we understand that one. PHA 1 dot vendor ID equal to APS dot vendor ID. So now execute it. That supplier is having the respected quotation, and here observe this one. In this point of time, where segment 1 equal to 1 and RFQ equal to 7931, and from header ID equal to, what is the header ID? 111306. Now, okay. We have 3 records, right? So here the respected vendor ID and vendor site ID is also there. So that what we do, we want to give the one more join. PHA 1 dot vendor site ID equal to ASSA dot vendor site ID. Then query is completed. Completed or not? Then now here we are going to add the quotation details. PHA 1 dot segment 1 quotation number, right? Then so here quotation type, quotation type. Next, quotation date. Completed or not? Yes. Then fine. Where exactly you get here? So your way of approach is not a right way. So something a small join missing also, we are not possible to develop a query. If you miss any one of the join, so basically you are getting the error from here. That is the reason you are getting the multiple records. Because of every supplier is have the sites, right? You cannot specify the site join, automatically it is going to show us all sites, means multiple time QUOTATION join. Automatically generate the QUOTATION join. That is the reason you are getting. Almost all people is develop this query, but the people does not implemented this one. That is the reason. And here and here. Completed or not? Successfully completed, right? Suppose here I am giving this one. What is this one? RFQ number. I am giving the RFQ number, right? PHA is a RFQ information. Suppose here again we can go to use the one. What happened? Quotation number only. Then we are getting only one record. But actually our requirement is, all the parameter is RFQ number. With the reference of that RFQ number, we are going to find out how many quotations are generated. Clear? This is the way we are going to develop the quotation and RFQ query. Clear? In that means you can add the item details, whatever it may be. Okay, item details, inventory details. Okay, these are the main join. The remaining joins is simple, right? You can go to add it. If you miss this RFQ vendor table also, you cannot possible to develop the query properly. It is also one of the key join, key table. Based on that table only we can find out who are getting our RFQs, who are send the quotations. Clear on that? Very simple, but way of approach is very important. If you go to, whenever a new table is added, the records is going to retrieve more than that existing, means earlier data, we can go to realized. Okay, whenever we add this table, it is getting so many. We can go to search the proper join. That table or another table or existing table, whatever it may be. That is the debugging, right?